Welcome to the turn, and as you can see, we are still practicing social distancing here on the turn. So in an effort to keep our cast and crew safe, we're keeping ourselves out of the studio. But in the meantime, we didn't want to have to stop making episodes completely, so here we are, keeping the show going. We got a couple fun segments we're going to get through today, but in the meantime, Big Mike and the Dynamite, can you set us up with some kind of song?
Yeah.
Can you hear it? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
My camera on?
I can hear you too. Yep, I can hear and see both of you guys.
Okay. Do you want us to do a song?
That'd be great.
Okay, cool. When?
Now, 30 seconds ago.
Sorry.
It's a little bit of quarantine. It's just some social distancing. It makes me sad I can't see my gang. But we'll find a way. We'll find a way on the turn.
That was surprisingly very nice of you guys.
Did you hear that?
Yeah,
Were you even playing?
All right, yeah.
Were you even playing? Didn't sound like it.
I don't have enough time to unpack that, but we're going to go ahead and start. We're introducing our cast for today. Not many changes from our regular viewers, but I'm still going to introduce you guys nonetheless.
Is Cledus getting roadhead?
I don't know if Cledus is even connected to this call right now, so we're going to go ahead and let Pete start. Pete, you can go ahead and start, and I'm going to be honest, Pete, that doesn't look like the home you've described to us several.
It's not.
How are you?
I actually am in a teenage girl's room who's away at college. Some Russian family took me in off the streets. I was I passed out in front of their house because I hadn't eaten in 4 days, and they've taken me in and have started feeding me nothing but bread and bacon and calling me a Porosanuk, which I think means little fat pig man. So it's been sort of.
Was her school not canceled?
No, she goes to school somewhere where they don't care.
Oh, that's cool. Like Alabama?
It was Liberty.
But yeah, I'm just sleeping in this room right now and trying not to go into cardiac arrest from all the fat and bread I've eaten.
I'm sorry to hear that, Pete, but I'm glad you're healthy.
Yeah,
Is
that's
hanging
cool.
out in a Russian little girl's room. Cledus, can you hear me?
No, she's like 19.
How do you know?
Safe and healthy.
That's what they say.
More or less, Cledus. What's
Am I alive?
yes, sort of.
Hello?
What's
Yes? You got me?
what's going on that side?
Did I talk dot on my computer?
Hey, Cledus.
One, two, yeah? Anyone?
Cledus.
Yeah, I
Are you
hear
in a car right now?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
we can hear you,
good.
Cledus.
loud and clear.
That's good. Okay, that's great. Yeah, I've been less fine. So apparently my place, according to the state and federal government, is not safe for self-quarantine, and also I haven't paid rent in the past like half year. So I'm just I've camped out in my car. I've kind of crashed in this middle-class white suburban neighborhood. I'm thinking the moment someone leaves, I'm gonna kind of ransack the house. So I'm playing it one day at a time.
Okay, I kind of doubt anybody's going to leave considering the quarantine, but I guess that's as good a plan as any. What about you guys, Big Mike and Dynamite? What are you up to?
We've just been really focusing on our solo projects during this time.
We're trying to, our separation has forced us to kind of find our own sound.
Yeah. What have you written anything good?
I haven't written anything at all.
Okay, that's what I
Oh,
thought.
so you guys haven't been speaking.
That's what I
This is
thought.
the first time you guys have talked.
We've been speaking through song.
Oh,
But you haven't written anything.
Not yet.
just
No.
spoken.
So is that why you haven't called? Or
It'll come.
checked
I
on me?
think it'll come. And I'm glad to see Big Mike and the Dynamite that you're safe and you're healthy.
I don't know if I can say the same.
I could have called you and checked, but I'm glad to see that you are. So
All right. Well,
I guess
good.
I didn't have to.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm glad that we're all safe, at least theoretically. Some of us have more shelter than others. Looks like one of you guys is outside, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, I feel outside's probably like a good place to be. Like, there's like no one around me.
That's true. But I have heard that grass can get the virus now.
You're saying grass can get sick with the virus and pass it on to.
That's what I just saw on the news. Yeah.
Okay, well,
I've heard that as well. Yeah.
I got away from that
You could be
grass.
safe
Oh,
there.
that's
around
a
the
nice
grass.
image.
Yeah,
I don't
that
think
looks a lot
Carson
safer.
should be.
It's just there was this cool parade.
Okay, well, Pete. So how have you been spending your time in quarantine? I mean, you said you're stuck up in a Russian family's house. How have you been passing the time?
Well, I've been eating a lot because they've been feeding me a lot. I'm trying to find some way to eat, or trying to find some water.
Who's that?
Huh?
Who is
Who's
that?
that? Did you get a new bandmate?
Yeah, it's my new bandmate.
We have an
It's
unexpected
actually
guest.
what the younger brother of this family looks a lot like that frog.
I didn't even know he was a frog.
That's
You
supposed
got
to
a
be
new
frog?
bandmate. I thought we were doing our own things for a little bit.
This is part of my side project. He has some good ideas, so
You're not even supposed to be around.
he
anymore.
actually listens to my ideas.
I've been reading a lot of literature,
Out there.
reading the manifesto and the what is to be done, and I've been searching, and honestly, seems like right now the only thing I've got left to lose is my chains. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm in actual chains. My feet are
stuff.
chained right now to the.
All right, we'll come back to that.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that you're safe and healthy right now.
As always, Cledus, how are you passing the time now? Are you permanently in that car, or?
Yeah, I'm kind of stuck here for the time being. I really changed since quarantine. I'm kind of like the Amish. I'm a little sneaky in that regard. I've kind of been camping out in some low-level plains. In order to pass the time, I've toyed with animals a bit. I've actually skinned one recently. I've heard it's getting cold this week, so I skinned a cow. So I figure when the going gets tough, I would just hide in that skin. Also, those took my hat. If you haven't noticed, I'm a little pissed at that. So I went out and I've had to make my own makeshift. This is Cledus's dumb hat right here. So
That's not that bad.
Yeah.
It's better.
Hat got commandeered by the government.
yeah, you don't have to lie about the hat. I know. But I'm running low on cash. I've decided to sell the skin as a mutable thing for about $4. That might get me going a little bit. Just surviving and thriving, really, has been the main gist of it.
I mean, clearly you've been very busy, Cledus. You create a house skin and a box, some advertising materials. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like if I feel like if I'd have the coronavirus, I'd simply kick its ass. So I'm pretty comfortable
That's
in
smart.
that.
To be in a bug out vehicle and to be mobile like that. That's a good move.
Yeah, always good to have a bug out.
Last
Good to have your
week,
bug out
so
vehicle.
You're gonna give you a chance of survival in 8 out of 10.
All right. Well, some of us,
thank you.
take these
I'm gonna
situations.
have to siphon some gas.
Some of us are winners and some of us are losers. Some of us thrive in conflict. Well, okay. Well, Big Mike and the Dynamite, we know how you guys have been spending your time. You guys have been making music, but have you guys been taking any special precautions to keep yourself safe? I mean, other than self-quarantining.
So I've been playing on. I got banned from Club Penguin today.
I thought those servers shut down about 3 years ago.
No, I was still on there, and you can't really see it because it's. Here, let's try that.
You
Yeah,
said
there we
Gangnam
go.
Style?
Yeah, I said Gangnam Style, and
That wasn't a good move, I guess.
yeah, I guess you have to like say Opa
Oh, these
before you say it. I don't know.
out here.
That's. Oh, I don't want to say karma, but
Yeah, so
you go
I
behind
can't
my back and
afford.
work.
Everyone's been playing that Animal Crossing game. I didn't have that kind of money, so I just been.
You just get the penguins.
So you've been
yeah,
precautioning yourself by staying in online spaces and.
Sure, if you want to spin it.
sorry for those technical difficulties, folks, but I believe we're back in connection here. And I was asking the rest of our cast how they were keeping safe, what kind of extra precautions they were taking for themselves during these turbulent times. Pete, what are you doing right now? What kind of steps are you taking to keep yourself safer?
Well, it's funny that you say that. I'm actually taking some multivitamin gummies right now because I find that strengthening the immune system through vitamins and minerals is a good way to keep yourself resistant to the disease.
Okay, well, that's a good idea. Can't beat that. What about you, Cledus? How are you keeping safe?
Well, I've been taking some joy rides up and down the whole city, but since I ran out of gas, not but last week, I've just been practicing, I guess. But other than that, really, the only precautions I've taken, I know the coronavirus isn't in my car, so I figured at all costs I would just I would kind of just stay in here. I've only in my waders. I've only gone to the bathroom twice a day in them. So I figure if I don't have it, then treat my piss. I can show y'all if y'all want to. I think you get little bumps.
Oh, that's okay.
I can show
That's
y'all if you
okay.
want.
You don't have to show
I
it.
got it. I can. No.
No, that's
whip it
okay.
out.
That's okay.
It's all mushy. I got the top one, so that's the oldest.
Yeah, you know what? Just
That's
don't
the
worry
finest,
about it.
Yeah.
I think
It's
we
all
can get
crumbs
this
and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just,
Okay. Well, that seems like a perfect example to move on to the
free
third
baby.
panel question.
Cledus is going to be patient zero for a new virus.
nah,
Yeah.
I'm immune. I'm immune to all of them. I'm like the Amish. Y'all.
I don't think
I'm one step ahead of y'all.
But we're going to go ahead and move on to our next question, which is the final question of the panel. And that is, what are you guys most worried about when it comes to this quarantine? And since Cledus was so illuminating last time, we're going to go straight to you. What do you think, Cledus? What worries you most about this quarantine?
I'm not worried so much about myself, really. And after that, I don't really care who all gets it or who all. I mean, for all I care, y'all could die in a group, and that'd probably be for the better. Really, I'm just hoping it gets all the old people as soon as possible. Really.
So you're worried that it won't kill all the old people?
This is a gift by God. By God, I'm saying. I feel like the more it gets, the better we're off. So I'm glad this happened. I'm very glad.
That's that. All right. What about you, Big Mike and Dynamite? You guys got anything to?
I got a new couch recently.
All right. Sorry about that. Some more technical difficulties. Nobody ever said this streaming stuff was easy. Okay. Pete, specifically you, what are you worried about with this quarantine? What's got you worried?
Well, I don't know. It's just some worry that this is going to disproportionately affect those in lower income communities because of their lack of access to healthcare facilities.
It's just
Yeah, that is a pretty boring answer, Pete. Does anybody have anything funnier to say?
Wait, no.
I hope all the poor people die from this. Yeah, there we go.
Cledus, you're
I have
poor.
a funny joke.
Yeah, but I'm different.
Oh,
All right, Pete, let's hear your funny joke. Let's hear it.
Oh God, no! Why?
Wouldn't it be funny if our economic system favored those that weren't able to work at this time?
All right, I regret endorsing that. All right, so
Yeah,
that
I'm
means
leaving. How do I leave? How do I get
Corporate
the fuck
economic
out of here?
reform is necessary.
we are going to move on to our segment for this episode of The Turn. But
We have
before
a
we get-
segment.
yeah, we do have a segment. We are still changing the show as a whole. But in the meantime, Big Mike and Dynamite, will you guys play us another transition song?
yeah, for
Guess
sure.
so, man. Can you still hear me?
I can hear you just fine. That couch looks really familiar for some reason.
I was just talking about. I
Probably
just
that
got it.
casting couch you've been on.
I can't put my finger on it.
All that balls you get.
This is my living room. So
Yeah, all right.
That
That was
Were you recording
that was "Start Me Up" by the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
Is that what that was? Okay. I will take your.
Stupid is what it was.
Alrighty. Well, what we are going to do next is we are going to be trying to do some kind of segment. I guess we're going to try to play something with some sort of picture quality, but I don't think anybody in this room knows how to do that. So I think what we'll do instead is go on to something we can do, which is to play Never Have I Ever.
All right.
Some fun, revealing personal questions.
This is going to be good.
This is going to be good.
I'll win this one. This is the
For sure.
game I've had.
Does anybody want to start? Also, isn't the rules to the game Never Have I Ever? Don't we all put our 5 fingers up? And then when you have done something that somebody says, you put a finger down. And then, right.
Never have I ever been in a band called Big Mike and the Dynamite.
All right.
I erase that.
There you go.
I've erased that from my memory. So.
Nope,
Okay.
that's not fair. Hey, where are you at now?
I don't think,
my foyer.
When do I put a finger down?
Yeah, you'd put a finger down there because I believe you guys are in a band called Big Mike.
Is a thumb really a finger?
Yeah, in this context, it is for sure.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. I guess that would make it one of you guys' turn.
Okay. What do we do?
Yeah.
You would say something that you never have ever done.
Okay, I've never tested positive for the coronavirus.
Oh, that one was for me, wasn't it? You piece of shit. You tried to get back at me. All right.
Do I put a finger down if I have?
If you have, right.
Yeah, but that's a good thing, though. That means you don't. That means you're.
But you can't say that you never have and then do it when you have it.
Yeah.
Okay, then I have it. Okay, then I have it.
More technical difficulties, but okay. So what you're gonna do, as the person who has, it's your turn. You're gonna say something that you've never done by saying "Never have I ever XXY," and then if any of us have done that thing, we're gonna put a finger down.
Okay, are you ready?
I think I'm ready.
Never have I ever tried on khakis at Kohl's and left with them on and didn't tell anyone.
All right.
That's pretty specific.
You son of a yeah, you're trying to get back at me for that one. All right.
You said you never
I don't know how you
bring
figured
that
that one out.
What if I've done it twice?
Then you can't use it.
Just
You can't
one
say
finger.
that you've never done it if you've done it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
come on.
Well, then I haven't done it.
What?
All right.
I haven't done it.
Haven't done it. Okay. Well, me and Pete are leading here with our 5 fingers still up. I guess you still want fingers up. I think that's part of the game. Big Mike, why don't you go ahead and shoot us with something?
All right. Never have I ever voted.
Fascinating.
I have voted.
Why?
My vote doesn't count.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything.
Almost positive we have video evidence of you guys voting
Yeah,
on
you're
our last recording.
Sure did.
but you got me.
Yeah.
Guys, it's important to vote. I mean, I'm not a fan of electoral politics. I prefer revolutionary politics, but, you might as well.
Never have I ever been a and talked about politics before. Pete, put your finger down.
I was never a bitch about it.
Go ahead. Nope.
Pete, you're going to go ahead and put that finger down.
Yeah, go ahead and put 2. Why don't you?
Never be a bitch about politics.
Nope.
All right, Pete.
Please,
What's your never
turn.
done?
This is easy.
What about you? Here you go, Pete. What have you never done?
All right. Never have I ever forgiven myself for the freak accident fire death that my parents died in back when I was a child.
No, do a good one.
I'm
That was
really
so dumb.
doubting
I'm gonna put a
you
finger
guys
back. I'm gonna
understand
put
the
a-
rules of this game.
Do a good one.
I'm saying that I never have forgiven myself.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh, I forgave myself. Wait.
So how many points do you get? If
I
you
don't
did,
know.
if you do forgive yourself.
Okay.
30 points. We'll call it that.
Wait, you
All right.
don't get points. You do the
Am I
touch.
winning?
Don't worry about it, Pete. All right. Well, never have I ever had anybody tell me they're proud of me.
That's stupid.
You're not even showing your fingers.
Wait, wait. You've never had someone tell you?
Yeah, nobody's ever told me they're proud of me.
Does
Never heard
Noah
that.
sounding like you?
I'm always.
No. Okay. All right, but just a bunch of disappointments here. That makes a lot of sense. All right, I think it's
hold
back
on.
up to you.
Why does he have 5 fingers? That's cheating.
I don't know. This is the rules of this game.
I've had 5 the whole time.
Why'd you put your fingers back?
I've had
Why
5
the
the
hell did you
whole
put your
time.
cheating?
Well, guys, maybe we have to think about
No,
how
you haven't.
the one thing that binds us all together is.
No,
that we
shut the
all-
fuck up. He's cheating.
I've had them all up the whole time.
Well, what's something you've never?
Cheated.
That's bull. You're lying. He's lying.
I think he's lying.
It's the rule of the game. It's the honor
Oh my
system
God,
for this. I'm
You are
sorry.
lucky as hell that this is a goddamn screen. I don't know how to get over the other side. Oh my.
All right. Does anybody else have anything they want to share that they haven't done before I cut this?
Never have I ever been a bitch about politics.
Not true.
I've been proud of my politics.
Mm.
A little
Can
bit.
someone kick him out?
Good job, Pete. I'm glad.
Only people that are bitches about politics are people that refuse to care.
That's the dumbest answer I've ever heard.
And
Anybody else got any
it's
regrets?
idiocy.
I mean, never, evers, or anything. Cledus, you got anything?
Yeah, never have I ever, have never, ever, have I never, ever. Now all your fingers should be down.
Okay. Well, I really appreciate you guys
That's a
for
trap call right there. God, y'all
you guys so much.
Hey, tell the whole
for checking in
world.
with
Tell
me.
the whole white suburban world.
I've
It's
really
me and this
appreciated this.
baby.
This has been a fantastic way to check in with you guys because you guys are great, and I've missed you guys and this social distancing. You know, it's been fantastic. But
Please send help to this address.
really appreciate you guys watching this, and make sure you follow us and subscribe to us on Twitter and Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all those good places.
I need help.
Keep yourself safe. You know, it's
I'm
really
going in.
dangerous and scary times.
I don't know what to do. I need to be taken.
All right, thanks from like half of the year, and stay safe out there.
Efficiencies, please.
Good night, everybody. Big Mike Dynamite, play us out. Play something else. Just
All right.
end the show.
How the hell do I get in?
End this show.
Access to a toilet.
Trying to get in this out.
I'm going to be an accessory to burglary.
I'll drink the toilet water if I have to.
My name's all over here.
Well, our tour got canceled, and so did the turn. So we had to hop on Zoom and do stuff here. Cledus got out of his car. Now he's gonna get Coronas.
That's right.
Help me, guys, please.
And Pete's been talking to that Russian girl.
I don't know if
Now,
they're
You
people
don't know
or
how
they're
old she
demons.
is.
There's a kid. There's a kid.
And that's the way
Hold on.
it goes.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna steal that.
And that's the way it goes. Yeah.